say hypothetically you do match. Say Vivian, say you are a you do be swiping a lot, okay, and you do match with somebody that you like, right? You really like their profile and everything. You guys start talking and everything. This is the question: how much research are you doing on that person in the background?
I mean, I'll like creep to see if I can find their Instagram
Okay.
or like Facebook if so they're legit and not creepy.
Okay.
That's about it.
Do you do that initially, or do you do that after a date has been set?
Initially, I think it's just safety wise for girls, so I'm not being catfish, so I don't die.
So you just go on Instagram and just look up their name?
Yeah.
But then, is it easy to do that?
Sometimes you can easily find them, or sometimes it's hard from their username.
Okay. I am a firm believer that women are like the greatest detectives in the world. Anything and everything they can find on you, they will find on you. Guys, what y'all think?
How much research am I doing?
How much y'all research are y'all doing?
I'm kind of the same as Viv. I'll like try to find IG or something, and then maybe through Facebook, and then that's it.
Off rip?
Facebook.
Like literally off rip, y'all like you match them, and the next thing you do, you hitting that Facebook, hitting that whatever immediately.
Y'all using these terms today? I don't know.
It's not like off rip. I mean, if I'm probably talking to them like a decent amount, then I'll probably look them up. But if it's like, if I'm typing like this much and they're giving me this much, then what's the point in looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think with them, if I set up a date with them, I will go to Instagram, type in their first name, and if they have mutuals, it will probably pop up.
Oh, you're right.
But if they don't have mutuals and you can't find them, and they're not there on the first page, I'm not gonna keep scrolling. I'm not gonna like search through and keep going and going. I'll spend 30 seconds to try to find it. Other than that,
yeah, I'm curious if there's any mutuals.
Yeah,
I agree with that, but I think that. Okay, so why do you curious about the mutuals? Are you using that are you going to ask mutuals about this person?
Sometimes, yeah. Like,
okay.
What do you think about this person? It's probably safer with mutuals, just speaking from a girl's perspective versus not. It's just like, am I gonna die? Like, is he like a psycho?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, or legit.
Okay. So I remember back in the day, this is just me personally, right? So on Hinge, you put your name on there. And I noticed that I used to put my full name, my first name, and my last name. When I first got it years ago, right? And I realized, like, when I matched with somebody, they would know so much about me. Like, how does this person know so much about me? And I realized,
you set yourself up.
Exactly. So
what
now they know
say?
to just take my full name and just look it up, and it's instantly like, oh, what? I can find this person.
I didn't know you put your full name.
I didn't know for the longest time, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I did that too in the very beginning.
Really?
This year, because I was like, why does everybody only put their first name?
Oh,
I thought it made you do it. I think you had to put both names, and then I realized no one does their last name, so I took it off.
Exactly. See, it took me a while to learn that too. And I was like, man, I'm taking this thing off so nobody can
Yeah,
find
you don't
it.
want somebody finding out like where you live and stuff, because you can easily look that up, like people search.
Yeah, but then it's also like I don't want them to look on my IG.
Yeah, I don't want them to find.
I don't want them to find. I want them
media.
to like let's talk it out.
Yeah.
Then and then I give you the IG when you ask.
When they find my Instagram, I'm like, damn.
Wait, Jesse, what would they say? You said they had so much information on you. What would they?
So there's been incidences like I think like when I did have it was way back in like 2018 or something like that, 2017, 20, I don't know. It was like so long ago. I guess when I first started using it, I had my name on there, and then and then I guess if I was messaging this person, they hit me with the, hey, yeah, we have mutuals. I'm like, how do you know we have mutuals already? Because I looked you up on IG. I'm like, well, that's how I know girls. Y'all be like doing your research off rip. That's what they. Let me take this off.
Well, I guess if you're dumb and putting your whole last name there, then
there was this one. Ashley works at Equinox like in the morning sometimes. So she was like, she texted me. She goes, Viv, there's a guy who just walked in that looks just like your type. I'm like what? And then she's like, he's like from New York, like makes like bank or like has his master's program. And I'm like, what do you mean my type? So she was like, oh, like the hair and like and everything. And I was like, what's his name? And she gave me the name. And I looked up on Facebook and I'm like, he is not cute. And then she was like, oh, he looks cute in person. I was like, no, he does not. Yeah, try to set me up. But usually I found him immediately.
You did. See, you could do that, but I think girls is harder because y'all like know. Because like if I ever match with a girl, it's really really hard for me to find them. I guess. But then
That
again,
look
I don't
harder,
think
or
I.
send it to your homegirls that are FBI's.
Yeah, you know what? I probably should, but I think it's more difficult. Like I don't. But then again, I don't think I dig really deep for it.
Yeah.
It's like for me, it's like very like baseline. And I probably won't look unless I'm like, dude, I really like mess with this girl. Like you really like you're talking, the conversation's going well, and like if I ask someone on a date, they say yes. I'm like, all right, I'll try to look them up. But usually I'll ask for the IG straight up, and they'll give it to you, and then I'll do
Yeah.
my digging.
Sometimes they don't leave their names on their profile, like, and then their Instagram handle doesn't have anything to do with their name.
Hey, you know what? You are right.
Yeah.
I am.
The incident I told you about when it was only the face.
Yeah.
Her name on her profile was not her real name.
Was it a nickname?
It was like a different version. No, it was completely different than what her real name was.
So it was a catfish?
Yeah, she's catfish name, catfish person, catfish everything.
It was actually her on the IG though.
It was her on the IG, but I heard the picture was probably from like maybe like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not 10,
I've
maybe
seen
like
a lot
5.
of dating apps. People use pictures from like 10 years ago.
But then I also know a lot of women do that too. They won't put their real name on their
Yeah,
profile, or they'll sometimes like they'll put like the first letter only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
there's one that I tried to look up, and she didn't have her real name. It was just like the first 3 letters of her first name. So I was like, no wonder I couldn't find her. But then she also didn't have IG anyway, so I was never gonna find it.
But that's what I'm talking about. I think women are a lot more better at like trying to cover their tracks than guys are. Because like you said, you find guys like off rip.
I do it just for privacy too. Like I used to have my Instagram with just an initial, but then I changed it because my friends would like tag me and they'd be like, I can't find like your Instagram.
Okay.
So then I just re-added my first name.
Okay. I can see that. But the thing you were talking about earlier, you and Jay alluded to it, was like seeing who your mutuals are. That's actually one thing that I try to do because I don't want to match with anybody that has any mutuals with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them close in proximity. Because you know me, it's like, no, I keep it out of the friends. I don't shit where I eat.
Yeah.
So if I find this person's like, oh, this person knows this person, and I'm like, did you smash this person? So it's like, yeah, all right, I'm out. I'm out. I do not want your.
Yeah. The guys I've gone on dates with, I wouldn't have any mutuals.
Okay,
Nobody would know.
that's me personally though. I don't like them being too close. I don't know about them too though. Do y'all care?
I think it
If
depends.
I had mutuals?
Depends.
Yeah,
No, I feel like I don't care.
you don't care.
Well, depend like who it is mutual.
That is true.
If we're like tight, then nah.
I think like dating, like I wouldn't mind, but if I was just like trying to be private, discreet, then
Oh, you try to be like,
Dude, I never know when she is dating somebody.
huh?
I've never,
nobody.
as long as I've known her, I felt like she's been single, but apparently she hasn't.
Who? Viv?
I
Yeah.
fell into a relationship. I told myself I wasn't
Like
gonna get into one.
The one you were talking about at Johnny's wedding. Like I had no idea that was even a thing.
I talked about that.
You was
Wow.
blacked out. So
I
you,
was. I was like, what else did I
I think
disclose?
you were sober when you were talking
else?
about it.
Was I?
No,
I was
she
drinking all
wasn't.
day.
No, she
I was like,
wasn't.
what else did I disclose?
You know why? Because it's also fresh too.
Yeah.
Was
Oh
it?
yeah, for sure.
It was also fresh.
It was when I told you after a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was also recently that she had just gotten out of that.
Oh, okay.
I think it was.
The wound was still
I got
fresh.
out of it like springtime. So it was like when you said you were like, oh, when we were in New York for Nia's birthday, you were like, you were on like the prowl then during March. I was like, yeah, we were going through like a breakup, and I thought that was it. And then we worked things out, and then the final blow was like April, May. That one I was not trying to fall into, and then I fell into it. But yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the topic. And it is that men are not as much of an investigator as women are. But I think from what I'm hearing, it's like a safety thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a curiosity thing.
Yeah.
Y'all went on everything.
It's also nice because it's like, you know, like we went our separate ways, but I'm like, nobody has to know.
That is true.
Yeah.
no one's gonna ask you about it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If it's
Well,
more
like what
public,
happened with so and so.
Yeah.
You avoid the question.
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty small.
That is very, very
Yeah.
true.
And it's not like I was like hiding them either. Like I respected my relationship, but there was just points where I just didn't feel ready to introduce into my friend group yet.
Okay.
And it obviously was for a reason because it didn't work out for the
Okay.
better.
You know what? I agree with that. I think that it is best to keep your I guess your
Soft
stuff.
launch.
Soft launch.
Wizard Kelly.
Man,